Okay, so today in math class we will be reviewing addition and subtraction. We will also be using what you guys are learning right now in music class. Since you are learning about music notes, for your bell ringer, I want you to talk with a partner and tell what the different values of a whole note, half note, quarter note, and an eighth note are. So get with a partner and for about 2 minutes talk about what the different values of those notes are. Okay, so since you guys have discussed what the notes are, we're going to go ahead and move on and we're going to review addition and subtraction. So I have a couple examples written down. So for the first one, we're going to do 5 plus 2. Can someone tell me what 5 plus 2 is? Good job, 7. 6 plus 1? Correct, it is also 7. 3 minus 2? Tricky because you got to watch out for the signs. 1, good job. 4 minus 2? Correct, it is 2. Now, let's review again what you guys decided the whole note, or the music note values are. So for the first one, a whole note is worth 4. A half note is worth 2. A quarter note is worth 1. And an eighth note is worth a half. You can use these notes in math so they could symbolize. So for example, since a whole note is worth 4, if you have a picture of a whole note, that would be the number 4. They can be used for symbols of the different numbers. So let's work on a couple examples together of how we could switch the numbers out for music notes. So I'm going to write down an example. So, our first example is a whole note plus a half note. So a whole note is worth 4 and a half note is worth 2. So 4 plus 2 would equal 6. So a whole note plus a half note equals 6. Okay, let's do a couple more examples. I'll write them down. So we have a half note plus a quarter note, so that would be 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now this one, we have a whole note plus 2 eighth notes. So if each eighth note is worth half, that would be 1. So this would be a value of 1. So we have 4 plus 1, which equals 5. Okay, now that we reviewed for a little bit, we're going to split up into groups and we're going to do a game. This is a card game, and so you will get with a partner, you'll both lay a card down, and on the card they have addition problems or subtraction problems, and you will add your card up. So for example, we have one right here. 4. This would be a whole note plus a whole note equals 4. Okay, and then your partner will also do the same, and then you will add them together, and whoever has a higher number will win, will take the card. So this one would be a whole note plus whole note equals 8, and this one would be a half note or a quarter note plus a half note, so that would be 3. So since 8 is greater than 3, the person who had this card would take the cards. So we'll get in with a partner and play that game for a little bit. Okay, so now that you guys have played your game, we're going to finish with a worksheet. So I'm going to hand out a worksheet. And on the worksheet, there are different addition or subtraction problems. And then you're going to work on this. And once you've completed it, we will review as a class. Okay, so now that you guys have completed your worksheet, let's review the answers. So for number 1, can someone tell me what they had? 3, correct. For number 2, good job, it was 5. For number 3, 2, good job. For number 4, 3, good job. Number 5 was 8, good job. Number 6, 5. Number 7, correct, it was 2. Number 8, good job, 6. And number 9 was 3. So we're going to review one last time what the different values of each note is. So a half note is 2. So if I had a half note, you would know that that's the number 2. If I had a quarter note, that would be the number 1. If I had an eighth note, that would be a half. And if I had a whole note, that would be 4. Good job today, class. You did very well.